The ocean stretched endlessly, a vast expanse of blue meeting the horizon in a seamless blend. It was a picture of serene immensity, a world of its own. Sunlight danced on the waves, creating a dazzling spectacle of sparkling water. Each ripple caught the light, turning the surface into a shimmering canvas of liquid gold. The USS Gerald R. Ford, a floating city of steel and technology, cut through the waves. It was a symbol of power and engineering prowess, a testament to human ambition. It moved with purpose, a behemoth of the sea on a mission of global significance. Its course was set, its destination clear. Thousands aboard, each a cog in the machine, each with a mission: national security, global presence, maintaining the balance of power on the world stage. They were guardians of peace, protectors of freedom. Far off, a small fishing boat chugged along, a speck against the vastness of the ocean. Its crew focused on nets and family, their lives intertwined with the rhythm of the sea, not world affairs, not geopolitical strategies, but the simple act of providing for their loved ones. The two vessels, worlds apart in scale and intent, one a symbol of global power, the other a humble provider, unknowingly drew closer, their paths converging on the open sea. On the carrier's radar, a sophisticated network of sensors and displays, a tiny blip appeared, routine, unremarkable, easily dismissed amidst the constant flow of information. Jets launched and landed, a constant ballet of power and precision. The ship's rhythm undisturbed, its operations proceeding with clockwork efficiency. The fishing boat's path, guided by instinct and experience, by the knowledge passed down through generations, converged with the carrier's, an intersection of destinies on the vast canvas of the ocean. Two realities, ancient and modern, tradition and technology, set to collide, their encounter a microcosm of the world's complexities. No one on either vessel, caught up in their daily routines, sensed the coming tension, the subtle shift in the ocean's narrative. Soon they would share the same space, the same patch of ocean, their fates intertwined in an unexpected drama. The stage was set, the players in place for an encounter neither side expected, a collision of worlds on the high seas. A drama was about to unfold, a story of chance, consequence, and the unpredictable nature of life. The blip on radar grew, closing in fast. On the bridge, an officer frowned. "What's that boat's intention?" Lookouts scanned the horizon. A small craft was heading straight for them. Not military, but far too close. The carrier's size made it powerful, but slow to maneuver. Proximity meant vulnerability. Alarm spread. Every sailor remembered the USS Cole. A small boat could be deadly. The fishing boat pressed on, unresponsive, the distance shrinking. The carrier's defenses shifted to high alert. Was this ignorance or something worse? The atmosphere grew taut, every eye fixed on the approaching vessel. Tension mounted with every passing second. The unknown was now a potential threat. The crew braced for whatever might come. The moment of decision approached. When an unidentified vessel approaches a naval asset, especially a carrier, a series of pre-established protocols are immediately put into action. The Navy's protocols kicked in, a well-rehearsed sequence designed to assess, warn, and if necessary, neutralize any potential threat. These protocols are rooted in international maritime law and the Navy's own stringent rules of engagement, providing clear guidelines for how to handle unknown contacts. Every sailor knows their role, every officer understands the chain of command. Defense zones were established, concentric rings of security radiating outwards from the carrier. Each zone represented a different level of alert, and a corresponding escalation in response. The initial response was always a warning, a clear signal that the approaching vessel was entering a protected area. If the warning was ignored, the situation escalated to a potential threat. Crossing these lines triggered escalating responses, a carefully calibrated series of actions designed to deter and, if necessary, defend. The goal was always to avoid conflict, but the Navy was prepared to act decisively if provoked. As the boat neared, its intentions still unclear, the tension on the carrier grew palpable. The carrier's alert status rose, moving from a state of vigilance to one of heightened readiness. Every system was checked, every weapon was armed, every sailor was at their post. Loud hailers, powerful speakers designed to project sound over long distances were activated. Flares, bright bursts of light designed to attract attention and signal a warning, were launched into the sky. And sirens were deployed, first steps to de-escalate, a clear and unmistakable signal that the approaching vessel was in violation of established boundaries. If ignored, the next steps were more forceful, a demonstration of the carrier's power and resolve. Maneuvering, the carrier altered its course, positioning itself to intercept the approaching vessel and block its path. Weapon displays, a clear visual signal that the carrier was prepared to defend itself, were activated. Warning shots, a final attempt to deter the approaching vessel, were fired across its bow. The message was clear, unambiguous, and impossible to ignore. Do not come closer. The goal: avoid conflict, but be ready for the worst. A delicate balance between diplomacy and defense. The carrier was a national asset, a symbol of American power and a vital component of national security. Thousands of lives aboard, each one precious and deserving of protection. Any threat, no matter how small, had to be neutralized, a zero-tolerance policy designed to ensure the safety of the ship and its crew. The crew trained for this moment, but no one wanted to fire, the weight of responsibility heavy on their shoulders. The fishing boat's intentions remained a mystery, a question mark hanging in the air. Tension and uncertainty hung heavy, a palpable sense of anticipation and dread. The line between safety and disaster was razor-thin, a precarious edge where one wrong move could have catastrophic consequences. Every second counted, each tick of the clock bringing the two vessels closer together. Who was on that boat? What did they want? Officers scoured intelligence. Was this a threat or a lost fisherman? The vessel looked ordinary, but appearances deceive. Was it human error or something more sinister? The wrong call could mean disaster. Innocence lost, or the carrier at risk. The crew waited, alert and anxious. The fishing boat kept coming, no sign of aggression but no acknowledgement either. Did they not see the carrier, or were they ignoring it? The lack of response was itself a warning. Time to act was running out, the pressure was immense. The carrier tried to communicate radio calls in English, the language of the sea. Unidentified vessel, alter course immediately. Silence from the fishing boat. Signal lamps flashed. Morse code flags were hoisted, the ship's horn blared. Every non-lethal method was used to warn the small craft. Language barriers loomed. Did the fishermen even understand? Was their radio working? Did they see the signals? The lack of response was baffling and alarming. The boat pressed on, oblivious or unable to react. Frustration and fear grew on the carrier. Was this ignorance or a deliberate threat? The point of no return was near. The crew prepared for the worst. The fishing boat entered the final defensive zone. Weapons were trained, ready to fire. The captain faced a split-second decision. Protect the ship, avoid disaster. Suddenly, the fishing boat's engine sputtered, smoke rising. The boat slowed, veered away from the carrier. Relief swept the bridge, but caution remained. A patrol boat approached the drifting vessel, armed and wary. This time, hails in multiple languages. Finally, a response, confused, frightened shouts. The fishermen's engine had failed, their radio was broken. Lost and terrified, they had no idea they were near a warship. Communication was established, tension eased. No hostile intent, just misfortune and fear. The crisis, born of misunderstanding, was diffused. The immediate danger had passed. Both sides breathed easier. The fishing boat, now tethered to a rescue vessel, was slowly but surely towed to safety, guided through the vast expanse of the ocean. The relief was palpable as the distance to shore decreased with each passing mile, its crew shaken but unharmed, grateful to be alive and heading home. The ordeal had left its mark, a stark reminder of the sea's unforgiving nature. On the carrier, a floating city of steel and purpose, normalcy returned, the rhythm of daily operations resuming with practiced efficiency. Aircraft were prepped, and sailors carried out their duties. But the lesson lingered, a quiet undercurrent beneath the surface of routine. The near miss served as a potent reminder of the stakes involved in every decision made at sea. A near miss, a hair's breadth from disaster. How quickly things can escalate at sea. How rapidly a calm situation can transform into a life-threatening crisis when the elements conspire and vigilance falters. Every action was reviewed, scrutinized under the harsh light of hindsight. Every decision scrutinized, analyzed for potential flaws and opportunities for improvement. No stone was left unturned in the quest to understand what went wrong and how to prevent it from happening again. The key lesson: clear communication is vital, the lifeblood of safe maritime operations. The Navy's vigilance paid off, averting what could have been a catastrophic collision. But it was too close for comfort, a stark reminder of the ever-present dangers of operating in a complex and unpredictable environment. For the fishermen, it was a harsh education, a lesson etched in fear and gratitude. Military zones are real, and the ocean is not empty. It's a shared space with established rules and boundaries that must be respected. reliable equipment and knowledge of maritime rules are essential, the cornerstones of safe navigation and responsible seamanship. The encounter was a warning to all mariners: respect the sea and the ships that guard it, the silent sentinels ensuring the safety and security of the maritime domain. A moment's inattention can spark a global crisis, a chain reaction with unforeseen and potentially devastating consequences. This time disaster was averted, a testament to the professionalism and quick thinking of all involved. Next time, wisdom must prevail, guiding every decision and action to ensure the safety of all. The ocean demands respect from everyone, regardless of their vessel or purpose. It's a shared responsibility to navigate its waters safely and responsibly.